Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2 of the Farthest Thing From podcast. Your hosts here, Tim, William, and Toby. Today, we will be discussing a whole menagerie of things. But first, we want to give you guys an update on the current situation. Oh, no.
I don't know. I'm like, it'll be funny.
Oh,
no.
no.
I just stuck my fingers so far down my throat. I was just bumping it up.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm like, it'll be funny. I just stuck my fingers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
I can't wait for that to be audibly heard in the fucking post-production.
Fuck.
Alright, go on.
So, despite that recent setback, we wanted to brush up on last week's first topic, which was the situation with our pal, the Axeman. Let's hear from Toby.
Pal is a strong word.
Right. So, last week we talked, not so briefly, on what happened to my brother Thomas and his situation where he brought a hatchet into school, not for any reason particularly, just because. So
That's a business to handle.
Yeah. He's gotten 2 weeks OSS so far, and they just last week had his trial, essentially. They had him... Essentially brought him to the superintendent, and he had to convince them why he deserves to have an education, because he's not doing anything with it.
In front of a jury of his peers.
Oh, I have a story to touch back on that, but finish yours.
It was like a good hour and a half, if not longer. And honestly, it kind of pissed me off, because I could have got out of school earlier if he wasn't so fucking stupid. But
You should have just been like, I feel like he's coming after me. It's like, I got the evidence right here in this bag.
It's like what you say after you shoot someone. It's like, I feared for my life. I want my lawyer.
It's like they found him in the bathroom, like, head back.
So,
Oh, no, I hate these.
I wasn't there, because I'm not retarded. I don't need to be there. I was in school. So,
To say the least.
yeah. So, it was a real drawn-out way of saying, you have nothing to convince us that you deserve an education. Therefore, we're going to...
We're gonna do
Send
this.
him-
We're gonna do the
Send him to
same.
the farm.
Yeah, we're gonna do the same thing we've been doing for this whole year, except now someone's gonna watch you.
Now you have to do it all online for the next year. This is what they say. For the next year, you're online.
Oh,
Until then, just do what you're supposed to. Otherwise, you're expelled. It's like you're already expelled in the first place. You can't go to school anymore.
I didn't even think that they were gonna make him do another year. I just realized he has to do another year.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, how are
Like,
you
You
gonna
have to do a little bit more
It's like
than
this
one.
is your
Yeah.
little break, buddy. Like, see,
That was the first
Spring
mistake.
break comes early.
Yeah,
It's
that
like-
was the first mistake, was telling him break, because I was just,
it's like, oh, you are a productive student. Well, surely you could do it all at home, right? See, just don't fuck up.
Yeah.
And you're not expelled, but don't ever step into school again.
Yeah, if he doesn't do it in school being monitored, surely he'll do it at home.
It's like what happened to my brother, except, he's
It's like,
retarded.
go vape in your own bathroom.
Yeah.
Go clock out in your own fucking time.
Pass out in your own toilet. Just do it all.
But,
Check off each box.
My other story was like fucking Half-Life when you see Freeman and the other DLCs. So I was in the career center, figuring out some college scholarship type shit because I'm poor and I need the money. But I'm in there and nice lady at the front desk was actually gonna calm me down, but she said she was like, Mr. Manka, our principal, he was doing it all day, but he had to go, so I've been doing it. And I'm like, I wonder why he had to go. And then they were talking, the secretary lady and the my guidance counselor, and they're like, oh yeah, I've been doing it all morning, but Mr. Manka had to go. And then they went all like hush hush, and I'm like, there's no fucking way that he couldn't do this because he's at Tom's fucking like court hearing.
It's like the fucking Casey Anthony trial. They got jury who's peers.
He's like, I did it because I liked it.
Yeah, I loved it.
Oh, I love
And you think you're gonna get some guidance counselor come here and tell me stop vaping in the bathroom when I want to vape? Well, that ain't happening. Not on my watch.
And anyone have anything else, Dad? We can move into our first object
Yeah,
of
I
discussion if no one else has
I think
anything.
that's a good way to wrap up on the Tom.
Basically, the lesson to take from all of this, just,
Don't be a bottom feeder.
Yeah, use everything that we just said as a checklist. If you get to like 3 checks, you're fucked.
But,
Don't be a goon. Don't be stupid. Don't bring a hatchet to school for no reason. That's about it, really. Like, just think with your head a little bit, and you shouldn't be fucked.
Shouldn't.
Yeah,
Shouldn't.
shouldn't. But keeping on the school topic, that fucking assembly on Tuesday. Do we? You guys even remember that? Remember going to that?
I can honestly say
Was it Monday or Tuesday?
I was more sober than I ever was, and I don't remember a single. I remember it was them portraying vaping as like an opioid addiction.
Yeah, there was like that one.
It's like,
This kid was
it's
taking like Nicorette
if you
pads.
need-
The mom's like, I want my son back. It's like, I think you have other problems than vaping if you've lost your son because of it.
To give the audience some context. So, on it was Tuesday. Right?
Yeah,
No, yeah, fucking.
Who
whatever.
fucking cares?
Who fucking cares? It was on Tuesday, and the school, for freshmen and juniors, they had to go to our theater for some assembly. And while sophomores and seniors went to their 3TR, which is basically, hey, we need to fill a lunch period, go fucking read. Nobody reads. And
No. No one in the assembly's read a book
Look
since
at,
they were
look at your
born.
phone for half an hour.
yeah, literally. It's like, we need to kill time. Let's say you're doing something for the state. But regardless, they went to that class to do some sort of survey, which we'll touch up on the survey later. But I decided that, I have never stepped foot into my 3TR classroom my senior year, so I didn't want to break that streak. So we went to this assembly, even though me and Will are seniors. Toby technically should have went, but, yeah, but we snuck in. It was really easy to sneak in, by the way.
This is a mob.
Yeah, it's just a
melt
mob,
into the mob.
and I saw other seniors in the mob too. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, just making sure we're on the same.
I'm
page.
ahead on credit, so the struggle of school is just trying to find something to do.
Yeah, but we walk in there, and the assembly starts, and not only are all the teachers fucking SS guarding the fucking hallway, or not the hallway, the walkways of this auditorium. They're phone checking.
They got motherfuckers posted up like the Gestapo. The only thing that was missing was like an MP40 and this bitch with like a fucking SS uniform.
And they're like phone checking, making sure everybody's paying attention because we got all the freshies.
Because when you think about it, they were told to do that. Someone told these adults to say, yo, sit in this assembly with like 180 like 15 to 18 year old or 15 to like 17 year old kids and make sure none of them use their phones. I don't think I can think of a more impossible task. I really don't think I can. Like, make sure none of them talk or use their phones. It's like, who the fuck? You're the principal of the school.
I'm sorry, audience. I can't resist these.
This
sweet
motherfucker's
tart rolls.
eating
Fuck
sweet
you.
tarts like my ass.
You're the one that brought me to the 7-Eleven. All right, but
I have to get gum. We're
So-
doing this in a car, by the way.
yeah, we're changing up the location. Hopefully, the car audio isn't fucking terrible.
Yeah, next we'll do it in school. And yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Cafeteria.
my basement for the 5th episode.
Yeah,
Come on, guys.
along
All
with
right.
the kids we took.
Yeah, all right, bro.
Don't worry
So, we're in this assembly, and it opens up with the shittiest introduction of our fucking student and staff, and they go straight away into the vaping shit, which is pretty funny. They had this fucking video of this kid. And he's like, yeah, my son, they took my son, and this...
He
this
looked
kid's-
like he hadn't ate in like months.
No.
Like
No,
this kid looked malnourished.
This kid needs nicotine to live.
Yeah, I've seen like heroin addicts look better. Like compared to them, they look like fucking
The
triathletes.
funniest part is, like, he's a part of this, like, fucking obviously Italian family. His dad looks like he smokes, like, 8 stogies a day.
Yeah, he's rolling at the table.
The kid's like, yeah, man, I need vaping to survive.
He's got the nick patches.
Yeah, they
Like
have
this kid
thing.
isn't like this kid is an
gum.
addict.
Like, dude, the second he's out of the house, bro, he's smoking darts and fucking hookers. Like, you have molded a Class A degenerate.
Yeah. Like all of three of us, like none of us here are gonna sit here and pretend like vaping is good, because it's not. But for the fact that they saw that video and they're like, yeah, let's make vaping look like a Class A drug addiction. Like there are kids in that room who are doing like Adderall for like a wake up boost. It's like,
Yeah, bro.
what the whose fucking
This
idea was
freshie's
this?
doing, like, acid in our school. I don't want to hear it.
Honestly.
Jesus Christ.
But to wrap up this topic, the video ends, and then they try to do a Kahoot. And I wanted to make my name. What was I gonna make my name? Wasn't it like McCockner?
Something
Yeah,
is
but-
mine was
Yeah, it was like Putin McCockner.
mine was not something I could say on here.
Yeah.
It just, like I had when I hear public Kahoot, my mind goes horrible places.
Oh yeah. Mo Lesser is like the tip of the iceberg. But they couldn't get the Kahoot to work because they're this shitty fucking like system, the laptop fucking wouldn't work. So they just had us answering questions. And then, not only that, but we left that assembly with time to spare. They didn't even manage to make the assembly the whole fucking period. But one last topic before we can get to actually interesting shit. The other side of this whole coin was that seniors and sophomores were supposed to do this fucking survey. And this was the most, like, hey, bro, where's your drug dealer?
A police officer wrote these questions.
Like, literally, dude, they have, like...
Like, it was like, it's like, if you have vaped, where did you get it from? And it's like, store, friend, like, basically tell us where you're getting, basically tell us who's giving you vapes.
It gets super descriptive. It's like your parents care that you smoke, your parents let you smoke, your parents make you smoke. It's like how like spot on do you need to get my lifestyle?
Yeah, but basically it's like to snitch. There were some questions that weren't at all like relevant too. It's like, have you had sex? It's like, why the fuck do you want to know?
It's like, why, you want to watch?
Yeah, it's like, what did they, I don't know what they gained from these results.
Yeah. How much money do we give our police department
you
next year?
feel an uncomfortable lump in your balls.
It's like, my doctor checked that last fucking Wednesday. True story.
It's like, is your rectum 2 or 3 fingers wide? It's like, why do you need
Can
to
you
know
fit
this?
a small raccoon in there or a big raccoon?
Yeah, but anyway,
It's a transition.
If there's an assembly, don't go to it. But it's, I don't even know. Like, this was relevant to like the I don't even know, to the Tom situation. But I'm tired of seeing for the past, like, you could say like 4 months, 3 months, Patrick Bateman memes are fucking annoying. I can't fucking stand them anymore. Cause I'm not one who would call themselves a gatekeeper by any means. Like, if I like something, I want someone to like it too, so I can talk about it. But there comes a point where you don't get to jack shit just because it's like cool now. If I see another like fucking, what's the word, incel kid who's never seen a vagina through like outside of a screen post another Patrick Bateman meme, it's like, you've never seen the movie, have you? He murders people, right? And like rapes
Brutally.
people. No, it's like brutal murder. Like he drops a fucking chainsaw down the stairwell.
He fucking kills a homeless person.
Yeah, and like, he for no reason. He's like, you stink. You smell like shit. He fucking stabs him.
He kills him just because he can't relate to him.
Yeah, none of them have seen the movie either. It's like any person who makes those memes hasn't seen the movie.
It's like, bro, that's me. I'm unhinged. It's like, no, dude. You just have you have an angry shoot.
He has a rigid workout routine and a fucking successful corporate life.
Yeah, follow Patrick Bateman up until like the 15-minute mark of the movie where he starts like, I like to dissect women. It's like, you need psych evaluation. It's like, go to the gym, do a skincare routine, maybe fuck in that scene where he calls a bunch of hookers to come to his house just so he can kill them later. Don't kill them, but if hookers are your thing, wrap it up, you'll be fine. Like, it's a lifestyle that most people can't get behind. But listen, we're all our own people. Just don't fucking kill people. And I'm tired of these 15-year-old kids. Keep doing it.
Patrick had a point where he could look down on everyone. Like, if you have that mindset now, like, you really are like a nobody.
That was just him in the movie. The things he does in the book, he's molesting children. Like when the movie of someone who's like dissecting women and killing homeless people, where they had to be like, yo, like we can't put this shit in the movie. But it's just, yeah. It's like, my final message: if you are one of those kids who makes like American Psycho memes, make sure you've had sex at least once. But yeah. What else?
So we got 2 topics that we can discuss here.
2 of them.
Alright, so I want to keep it a little stealthy for the audience here. What do you think of 1 or 2?
You could do both at the same fucking time. They both interject into each other.
Alright, well then we'll start off with something a little more pop culture before we get...
So the age of consent, let's lower.
Alright. What are we, Japan?
Yeah.
Alright.
Philippines, bro.
Well, my
12, dude.
Alright, bro.
My dick's the same size.
Alright. Moon Knight episode 2. Toby...
that was one of my things.
Yeah, I know, that's why I was pointing to.
I haven't watched a single
Toby
episode.
hasn't seen Moon Knight, so this is mostly going to be a me and Will thing, but what did you think of the second episode of Mr.
Pretty much what I took. The first episode took its time. Mm-hmm. This one, now they're taking more of their time. I feel like the last 15 minutes were only, That would have been the best fucking like Moon Knight thing ever. If, like it only showed like the last 15 minutes. Mr. Knight, I don't know if you're familiar with Mr. Knight, not in like the show, but he's like, this is not like that's like how do I analogy? That's like introducing like a Batman Year 2 story. That's like introducing like the Joker. Like in day one, it's like too early for Mr. Knight. Like that's something I didn't like, especially since it's clear they're not taking the same approach where they're making Stephen Grant his personality. In the comics, Moon Knight has like 4. It's Mark Spector. It's why did I just said his name? Why Stephen Grant? And then it's another guy whose Mr. Knight personality is that. Moon Knight is his 4th one. He has like Moon Knight is like a complete different like personality. This show, it's acceptable that it's Mark Spector because he's a mercenary. They have to make it like oblivious that he would know how to murder people, being like a fucking like a gift shop technician. But and the episode in general is it's good. It seems like by the end of the 2nd episode, by the 3rd one, they'll give us some shit to work with. I'm like, I don't want to sound like too fucking basic, but like I want more like the duality between the personalities that are interesting. Like like I'm not interested in Stephen Grant. I'm interested in him as like a different entity, but as a person, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I do love how the two personalities interact with each other. Oscar Isaac does a fantastic job playing 2 separate characters as the same
I don't know if
actor.
his British accent is purposely done bad.
It's passable. It's just he is a little bitch, so that's meant to sound like that.
I'd have to fucking ask someone about that.
But I like the episode. Yeah, they definitely suffers from new show syndrome. I hate how we'll get into the Halo show later. We'll get into the Halo show in a little fucking bit. But
I'll see after that because I haven't even watched the
yeah,
newest episode. And I'm
I'll
angry.
I'll go quick on it. But I do like how the show does a good job of organically explaining the plot to you instead of just ham-fisting exposition. There is exposition,
like
but
another show.
Yeah, but there is exposition, but the way it's delivered is organic, and it's pretty interesting learning about what the fuck is up with this whole universe. But yeah, it definitely suffers from new show syndrome because I don't understand.
It's taking its time.
Yeah, it takes its time.
But sometimes it's like, now you're taking too much
to
because
be
it's only an
fair,
8-episode show.
Yeah, I definitely think by the next episode they should pick things up. I think Marvel shows do that pretty well. But
and that the new ones.
Yeah,
I fucking
Hawkeye,
hated Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't like it at all.
I like Loki, but
WandaVision, I didn't even give it a chance.
Oh no, not a second of viewing.
EJ was sucked into that shit.
I'm sure he was.
WandaVision?
Yeah, he was all in that shit.
Loki was good. I liked Loki. It was unique, and I like the actor that plays.
I'd rather go on a
Loki.
drug raid to like the Congo than watch fucking WandaVision. Jesus Christ! Just because of the fan base.
But to get here, we'll go quick because they haven't fucking seen it, and
Toby's only watched the first episode. I've only watched the first 2. Tim's seen
all
the
3.
3 newest ones.
Halo show.
Toby, get in on this shit. Don't just fucking sit there.
Yeah.
What am I gonna say about it?
All
I
right.
only saw the first episode. Look, okay. Let me give you my reasoning. Because like, here's my thought process. Because why I didn't see the second one. It's a pretty shit excuse. I'll give you that. But essentially, I didn't want to waste my whole week considering once I get out of school, I already have to throw an hour away into that show, and that's depending on how I feel about it. So my plan was, I'm just gonna watch it this weekend. And long story short, I didn't. I forgot about it. Like, it just went off my radar. But this is no good excuse. I need to get on it, just to be a little more disappointed.
I'll let you know by episode 4 if it's worth it. But let's get into episode 3 without spoiling too much. Episode 2 is all dialogue. It's mostly dialogue, and it's not terrible dialogue. There's good characters. There's they introduce another Spartan. This isn't that big of a spoiler because it's in the beginning of the fucking 2nd episode. So there's another Spartan, and it shows John as a young lad, and this other Spartan is deciding to leave the Spartan program.
Toothpick.
What?
You have a toothpick?
Oh yeah, now you fucking need one. Oh, actually, I don't think I have one.
Fuck it. Whatever.
But he is attempting to leave the Spartan program. John finds him and reluctantly lets him go. But the episode is mostly dialogue, and that character is nice. He looks a lot like Dave Chappelle, which is really funny. He also talks a lot like Dave Chappelle. He's not Dave Chappelle. I checked. But it's really off-putting.
Where do you
just
have to
picture
check?
Dave? Well, obviously I knew, but it's the uncanny valley feeling of going, that guy sounds and looks like Dave Chappelle enough, but is not Dave Chappelle. But the second episode is mostly dialogue. The third episode actually made me upset to a degree. I have never, I can consume media pretty reluctantly, pretty openly without getting too upset. Boba Fett wasn't a hard watch for me. Looking back on it, it was shit.
It was shit.
But definitely I was like, okay.
You mean Mandalorian season 3?
Yeah, literally 2.5. It's like the Lion King 2.5.
That was the thing too. Like I was like, man, it was just a Mando episode. It's
Literally,
yeah.
bro. Like last 3.
It's like at least we're setting it up for something. It's like no, you really didn't.
Yeah, it's like condense the Boba shit into all that Boba shit could have gotten done in 2 episodes. They just wanted to show the armor because they didn't want to fucking have viewer tanks. But it's like, bro, we're all there for Boba Fett. Like no shit. But let's get back to the Halo show. Episode 3. I can consume media pretty openly, but there was a point in the episode where
You need to
I wanted to
I'm
shut it
not
off.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I know.
watch it even recently. You need to just tell me.
Well, alien bitch lady that works with the Covenant that was introduced in the first episode decides that she needs to go after the Master Chief herself because he can do some shit with that key that they need to find the ring. And she looks like a human, so she might as well go.
That they had to explain for like an hour.
Yeah, and that took them fucking 20 minutes to explain. But alright, I'll get into it. So, how they lure a UNSC ship, and by having a seemingly dead Covenant cruiser with just her in there, she goes in there, kills everybody, but they hint at the hunters. They got the hunters in there. I was like, I see, you see the hunter, and you know how peculiar the hunter looks. The big guys.
It's like a slug in a suit of armor.
It's the hunters are so fucking cool. They're one of my favorite Halo characters. They're essentially a hive mind of these worms that are smart when together. So they inhabit a body of armor and they work in pairs.
They're like huge tanks.
They're giant tanks. They always appear in 2s in the game, and they're pretty fun and also very fucking annoying to fight, depending on what game you're playing. Yeah, they have shields, they have rush attack, they have this big cannon laser. They're fun to fight. But I was like, oh shit, finally a new alien besides the elites, because all we've seen in the show are the fucking elites so far.
That makes sense though.
Right? Yeah, I know, because the budget and everything, and it makes the most sense because.
They're also the ones who if shit's getting fucked up, it's
Yeah.
the elites.
And obviously, since they're not at full scale war, they don't need the grunts to do, the grunt work. But so she's going onto the ship, right? And I was expecting the 2 hunters to come out and start tanking shit, as you would. Instead of the hunters in their suits of armor, they had all of the slugs attack the fucking Marines instead of the armor suits. So it was just a bunch of slugs in a horror sequence instead of the fucking hunters in the Halo show that I am watching, and dedicating a week of my time to wait in for an episode and an hour of my time to watch the episode. And that was the only action sequence in the episode.
I'm not fucking watching it.
One upside, though, kind of, they introduced Cortana in the episode, which I'm giving this episode.
She looks like an IKEA employee.
Yeah, she does. She looks like that Samsung home assistant smart AI.
Yeah.
But all right, I'll wrap this up quick because I'm upset. But one thing, I can deal with a whole manner of gore. A great documentary to watch is They Will Not Grow Old. It's a World War I documentary that was very grisly. I watched that after the episode of the Halo show and I enjoyed it much more. But I can deal with a whole host of gore. People getting limbs chopped off, exploded, melted, burned alive. But I can't do
Just
eye shit.
tearing ass.
I can't, tearing ass. I can't do eye shit. And there's a scene where Cortana is essentially created using a clone, and the Dead Space thing where they do the fucking eye semi-lobotomy
a
thing.
mini game where you gotta literally drill to this dude's cornea.
Fun story. I had my stepdad do that. I've beaten the entirety of Dead Space 2 except that segment, and every single time I replay that game, I will have somebody else do it for me. But they have a very vivid scene and very graphic scene of this clone of the scientist lady getting brutally murdered with the fucking procedure, and it made me a little queasy. I couldn't watch the whole thing. I had to like cover my eyes. So I
Yeah,
just wanted to talk about
I
that.
imagine that's how it felt watching the episode.
Yeah, and then after that scene, I was like, oh shit's picking up. They're getting gory, and then I got cucked. I was like upset. Like I don't get mad at shows, and that made me like a little upset.
Complete blue balls.
Oh, absolutely. No, the balls were purple, man. It was fucking disgusting.
No blood flow.
Yeah, it's like you're about to climax and then your dad walks in. That's the epitome of watching the Halo show. Actually, no. Episode 2 was. It's like when it's Halo forward onto exposition. Like I can't fucking do it. Like if anyone knows me personally, like I like me a good like movie that takes its time. But that's a movie that has a direct path, and I know in the back of my head, it's like this movie's 2 hours. If it's an hour of talking, that means they got an hour to like make me like this. And usually they do a good job. But since this is a show and they got at least 10 more episodes to grab my nuts and twist them, I know I'm just not going to have fun. Mm-hmm. And if I can't have fun, I just don't want to do it. Mm-hmm. It's like just utter disappointment. It reminds me of and just a little, I say that for a second, just a little sidetrack. It's just utter disappointment. When I was at Universal, one time I've been to Universal, it's such an utter disappointment. The Simpsons part, I remember they closed the whole thing down because some dude just shit in the middle of the fucking amusement. Like, it was a whole ordeal. We thought there was like a shooting because they had that thing taped off. Some dude went in the middle of like Homer's Fun Ride.
Yo, he's shitting in the bucket.
Some dude just went in the middle of like the Homer's Fun Ride, like where the fucking Duff stand is, and he just shit. Like, I don't know. Like, clearly he wasn't a junkie.
I was about to say, you think he had like a mental issue?
No, it's expensive to get in Universal. For the day, it's like $80. Some dude just said, fuck it. Just dropped trout. Yeah, but $80 for the day. For one person.
Yeah,
So unless he got the family deal, which means he had to turn to his significant other and be like, yo, like,
I gotta poop.
Like, we were like, shit's about to go down.
Quite literally.
Like, we saw it. It was like sectioned off. He dropped trout and just shit on the fucking floor.
Wait, you saw it?
No, but I'm like, yo, I want to go to the fucking, because it's like a cool ride. It's like a VR ride where you're like in Homer's house, and then it's like a VR, kind of like VR, but without the goggles.
Family?
Yeah, he just shit. He just fucking shit. And I don't expect anything else from Orlando, Florida. But sometimes I like to give hope. It's like this is where Disney and like the rich people are. Maybe we'll have some civilized people. But no. There's bathrooms. They want you to go to the bathroom because if you can't go to the bathroom, that means you have to leave. He just shit in the middle of the fucking place and it ruined like half my day. But yeah, that's the epitome of watching the Halo show. It's just someone taking a shit right where you don't want them to. It's something you love and you want to experience, and they just pull out the chocolate starfish and they just
fucking fantastic analogy.
Yeah, they just pull out the chocolate starfish and then they drop a load in the middle of the fucking floor. But
I actually didn't know where you were going with that for a second.
Yeah, usually people don't when I say that, but fuck me. Yeah, go ahead what you were saying.
So, to get into a topic that can bring the 3 audience members here to the other 3 hosts here is we all take a history through film class, which is essentially get super fucking smacked, walk into that classroom and watch a movie while this what's a word to describe Mr. Swim? We need one word.
Flamboyant.
No, because he's not though.
No.
But he's
He is.
eccentric, but
Eccentric,
not.
yeah.
Eccentric.
No, he's and flamboyant. This
Over-enthusiastic.
motherfucker walks in. Oh, look at him all. He's happy to
having
be
a
there.
great time.
Flamboyant's a great word.
I love
Just to
Mr.
clarify, these aren't like history movies. It's like let's watch a history. Let's watch
No, they are, to a degree.
No, but not
National
like
Treasure wasn't.
not like history
was.
films where it's like let me go on YouTube, pull up a National Geographic video that's like 40 years old and the quality's so bad because it's been pirated through like 10 sources. It's like a 90 like frame per second. It's like a 40
It's
frame
like
per
let's
second.
watch Tombstone and pass it off as you guys learning. So it's
Like-
fucking awesome.
Yeah,
like, what's
if it takes place during, it could be fucking porn, but as long as it takes place during like the fucking
Yeah,
30s.
we're getting there.
So all we have to do is it has to be a popular movie and we have to write about it and it has to be in the school's curriculum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
So
could.
we can't watch anything like like
Yeah, we're not gonna be watching the Avengers. Like it's not like we're not doing that.
Here, the movie we most recently watched was Dances with Wolves. Now, this class has got me, How many movies have we seen so far? About six?
5, because I'm 5. I'm 5 for 5 now.
No.
Every movie we've watched, I've
Far
already
Away,
seen.
the one with Tom Hanks where he's a fucking
The Terminal.
Terminal.
I really like Terminal.
a good movie.
Tombstone.
Tombstone, National Treasure,
National Treasure.
and...
National Treasure in order. National
And
Treasure,
Dances with
Tombstone, Terminal.
No, National Treasure, Far and Away.
Far and Away.
Far and
National
Away.
Treasure. Terminal.
Yeah, 5.
Dances with Wolves. Tombstone.
No, Tombstone,
5.
then Dances with Wolves.
Yeah, 5.
I'm not counting them in order.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying in order.
I'm
So-
very happy that we're 5 for 5 because that means these are good movies, but that also means I get to pay like half as attention as I would have to.
And the best part is, I have seen only one of these movies, National Treasure, which is great because I love National Treasure, and it was a great way to...
National Treasure is a national treasure.
Oh yeah, fucking Nick Cage. We'll get back into Nick Cage later in the episode too, because he's coming out with a movie.
Oh yeah.
But Dances with Wolves is what I want to talk about because that's the movie that we just wrapped up, and quite a lengthy motion picture. What the fuck? I'm getting the cast up right now, so I don't fuck up anything.
Who are you trying to?
Hold on, I just want.
Oh, like the character names?
Yeah, just character names.
No, it's
Sergeant Gunley, or not Gunley, fucking
Yeah,
Lieutenant Dunbar.
Dunbar.
Yeah, we
that
got
was it.
Kevin Costner playing Lieutenant Dunbar in this what is it, like 2.5 hours?
It's like 2:45.
Yeah, 2:45-minute epic. And if you haven't seen Dances with Wolves, I know that every motherfucker that's local right now is on spring break. Fantastic film to watch. Essentially, a Civil War hero. A man that,
It's a classic tale,
it's a
but
classic
it
tale.
made it. It's one that I think probably that and
Oh, it's 3 hours and 1 minute.
damn.
Apparently.
That's why I took us fucking 4 classes. But
I didn't even
3.
notice.
it's a classic tale. It's like
notice it.
outsider. It's like these people, like not. It doesn't even have, sometimes not even people. It's just like a man foreign to an environment becomes very enriched and like devoted to that environment.
And great film.
And on the complete opposite end of the scale, you got a Civil War vet essentially being with Native Americans.
Yes.
Like the complete that's like it's like a Jew meeting Nazis. Like the complete opposite.
Boy in the
on
striped
scale.
pajamas.
Yeah, literally, it's like Boy in the Striped Pajamas except cool. Like if Boy in the Striped Pajamas had like a fucking, imagine if like Shmuel pulled out a tomahawk and just started axing these Nazis. That's that movie. It's really.
Have you seen the way
It's
you're
good.
not reacting tells me that you haven't seen or read Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
We don't have enough time to talk
I
about
never
that
saw
fucking
the
movie,
scene
bro.
happen and like apparently some kid, like Tom was watching in class and some kid was just laughing his ass off.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
That's it probably was
That
Tom. And he
in
was
the
telling
entirety of that movie is uncomfortable. Like I don't see how.
Okay, it was, I'm not gonna say
Yeah,
it.
if the little
It's a
boy
kid in
learned
our
his
film
dad
class, I'm
killed
gonna say that.
Jews.
Yeah, I
It's
think
a
the
kid in our film class.
Oh, we could talk about that peculiar child.
I think
in our
the only
film
funny
class.
part of Boy in the Striped Pajamas is when it's fucked up, but just the scene where Shmuel steals the food and he just takes him in the back and you just hear him getting socked, and it's like comical, it's like whimsical, like boom, like psh, psh. It's like just fucking. I don't know who made that sound design, but they were.
Oh,
The
they're probably a
objective-
Nazi.
Yeah, the objective was not met.
What are you doing there,
But yeah,
buddy?
what the fuck were we talking about now?
I'm gonna bring this up. That is, he told me like licking his Pringle before he eats it.
Yeah, this motherfucker's hungry. Yeah, back.
Don't
But
get me wrong, Pringles taste like fucking nothing unless you have like the salted seasoning on it.
Well,
Like,
that's
it's
why
all
you
the
don't
same shit.
fucking buy
well,
the
yeah,
things.
who buys original Pringles?
It's
Like
sour cream and onion.
homeless people.
You know what you want? If you want food, you buy the chili limon chips at Walmart. Fucking $2.29.
If it wasn't a
Whole ass
yeah,
bag.
if it wasn't a struggle to go into my bag right now, I'd start eating those Takis. But it's I don't want them just here. But
Bad.
on to dancing, back Dancing with the Wolves. It's funny because I've seen that movie already. I think I saw it once and a half. I got to the point where he's just escaped capture. That's the second time I watched it.
It's like
but
right
I,
at the end.
But I never got to watch it high. It's an enriching experience.
Oh yeah.
It's a beautiful movie. It's the perfect. It's
Ah.
like it's a. I like movies that can like. It's what everyone wants. You want a movie that's like on the edge of your seat, and you also a movie that makes you think, and it does both very
I want
well.
to talk about the Buffalo scene because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a great fucking example of that. So, about halfway through the movie, not to spoil much for this movie that came out in fucking
1997.
1990 on the dot.
Oh shit!
Yeah, 90 on the dot. So,
Damn, Kevin Costner's old.
yes, he is. He's like fucking. He looks.
I remember he was John Kent, and he was so bad.
Like he's 67.
I want to write that down. I want to talk about that later.
Yes, because I have no idea what the fuck that is.
And that front
But-
zipper, hand me that pencil.
About halfway
Front
through the
zipper.
film. Oh, we got.
No, you can go ahead. Keep going.
So, about halfway through the film, main character, Lieutenant John Dunbar, he has familiarized himself with the Sioux people, and in the night he hears a stampede of buffalo. And obviously, if you're familiar with anything history related, you know that these tribes on the plains, they lived off buffalo. It was what they made their houses out of. It was their culture. It was their food source, and it was a part of their history. So he hears a fucking herd of buffalo. And at this point in time, it's the late 1800s, the American army has realized that controlling the buffalo means controlling the tribe, so they just start hunting all of these buffalo for fucking sport.
There's none left today.
There's-
Like, you will
there-
not
no.
find it. You won't find
If
it.
there's a buffalo that you see today, there's a good chance that it is what is called a beefalo, which is a hybrid between a cow and a buffalo, because there's so little of them. But at this point, there's barely any buffalo, and as an American, you know, you want to go out west, you want to see all the fucking sights. So he hears these buffalo, and he knows how important they are, so he fucking rides over to the encampment, and he's like, yo, Tatanka. And, I don't know, what he does is
These
he
people got
runs-
sick fucking
no.
names.
So they run in, or he runs into the camp. They're in the middle of some fucking tribal dance. It's nighttime. It's like walking in on midnight mass and going, "Hey, motherfuckers!" Because they don't know what fucking what
Yeah,
he's saying.
it's like slapping a priest in the face with your dick, like while
So
he's in mass.
he's walking in there and he just starts saying buffalo in English, and he knows buffalo in Sioux. He knows that it's the word Tatanka because there's a scene earlier where he's trying to tell them, he's trying to figure out what buffalo is in Sioux. So, and then they rip him off his horse and beat him to near death. And I was just thinking the whole
They
time,
fuck
like,
him
why
up.
didn't
This
he
isn't
just-
like
No.
a beating to learn from. This is like
They were gonna kill him.
Yeah,
they
no.
were just gonna kill him, and they knew who he was, and they were just gonna fucking kill him. And he's like buffalo, buffalo, and then the guy I think it was Ten Bears is one of the tribal leaders.
He's that
Or
Ten
was
Bears
it-
is the old guy.
No, I think it was because it was the older one. I think it was.
Ten Bears is the old.
Oh,
is
it
the
was
old native.
Yeah, no, it
guy.
was Kicking Bird.
Like with
yeah, no,
like
it was
drug.
Kicking
He's
Bird.
the drug
'Cause
shaman.
I'm thinking of Winterberg. Yeah. So it was Kicking Bird. He fucking. He's like, yo, and Jumbar's like, Tatanka. And then they have this whole big scene. But I was thinking the whole time, like, why the fuck didn't he just lead with Tatanka? Like, he knows that they know what that means. And he just goes in there. He's like, buffalo,
Probably because they
buffalo!"
knocked the fucking knowledge back into him. They beat him to near death.
Tatanka. But it transitions into this great scene that has two parts. So they track the buffalo herd, and they find at first that the hunters, the American hunters, have gotten to this part of the herd, and it's a really harrowing scene because they're all ready to, you know, it's a big ceremony. They fucking get their war paint on themselves and their horses, and they're going out, and they walk out into this field where they think the buffalo are, and they just see all these skinned corpses of the buffalo, barely taken for their meat, just for
Yeah,
the pelt
that's
and
what.
the horns.
Sorry, not to
That's what they
interrupt,
would
but
do.
that's like the thing. It's like when these natives are killing these buffalo, they are every part of the
Everything.
buffalo doesn't.
They
use
wear
the
the
they use
skull.
they wear the skull. The skin gets used for
They're like
clothes.
their teepees, blankets.
They
their
eat
clothes.
it. Like they do not waste a single piece of this fucking thing. So it's like, and also it's not like they're killing these animals out of like malice. Like they need them, and they're fucking. It's like
They view it as such.
yeah, it's like the Middle Eastern with cows. Like these animals are sacred because
Yeah.
it keeps their fucking families warm and fed. So it's like, oh, okay.
What?
No,
I'm eating
that's why they're all fucking pissed because they're just nothing's taken from them. They're all just skinned. They're drip animals. That's what they were pissed they were gonna use for.
Yeah.
Some
It's like-
dudes got a Louis belt because of this fucking
Hunting the
buffalo.
elephant, yeah. Fucking, it's like just hunting all those elephants for their tusks.
That's a mission in Red Dead 2 where you go out with Charles. He's really pissed, and they go and kill those fucking dudes at the
Yeah, I remember
campsite
that.
because they're just
It's
killing
a
these
great
buffalo.
mission. Yeah, you gotta play Red Dead 2. I remember you bought it and you're like,
I already beat it. I just don't
yeah,
want to beat it
well,
again.
why would you
'Cause
rebuy
I'll
a
play it,
40 to 60 hour game? To not...
Because it was on a good sale. And I
Well,
got
how
a
much?
coupon.
How much?
It was, listen, $30 on sale. Got a $15 coupon.
So it was
$15 for a
okay.
$60 game.
Okay.
That math took a little too
They're gonna-
long.
Okay.
Like,
Fuck you, man.
There are a few select games where like they're just gonna like fuck you.
It's not gonna-
like,
don't do
it's,
it.
it's like this is, like, don't you know this is a AAA title? We're gonna knock this down at $30. It's like this is like
Yeah.
5 years.
And I played Red Dead 2 3 times, so it's like you can replay it.
It's a lot of time. I'm already playing Elden Ring, and I'm on this like.
yeah.
I'll
this
let
chariot-
you-
I have to talk about this chariot.
I'll-
Yeah, but to
I'll
finish
wrap
this,
up
to finish this up quick, just watch Dancing
I
with
gotta
Wolves.
talk about the
Yeah.
second half of the scene. We'll wrap it up quick. So, second half of the scene is they find the herd of the buffalo, and I don't know what they did, and I was going to do some research, but fucking forgot via circumstance. But they used shots of seemingly real buffalo, and there are fucking thousands of them. And obviously, they're not hunting these real buffalo. They do some nice camera work to probably shoot at some animatronics or some good puppets. But the scene is fucking insane. It's just a long pan of thousands of buffalo, and then they do the ceremonial shit. They put on the war paint and their horses and themselves, and they fucking go out there and hunt all these buffalo in this nice. There's like no dialogue for like a good 5 minutes. It's just the good music.
It's visual storytelling.
Oh
It's
yeah,
done very well.
absolutely. They just
I love
fucking
I love the heart scene.
I'm trying to. Oh yeah.
Where he eats the heart.
So there's a buffalo that was charging this little, what is it, Smiles a Lot, which is the little Indian kid. So he was charging this little Indian kid, and obviously John has the gun, so he cracks off enough shots and finally hits the fucking buffalo. Great scene. And then they walk up to it, and they have him eat its fucking heart, which if we ever go hunting, I will make you guys do. Or at least
I'm not. I drink the blood. I'm not eating a heart.
You gotta eat eventually. We'll work up to it.
We're fucking. We live in Connecticut. Like, there's no reason to ceremoniously eat the heart of our first kill. It's like, I'll drink some of the blood.
You gotta drink some of the blood at least.
But that's just because that's like most people do that.
But to allow Toby to vent his anger on Elden Ring,
But watch Dancing with the Wolves
yes,
if you haven't
go
seen it.
watch Dancing with Wolves over spring break because I know you motherfuckers.
Three of us say,
Could you break
watch
off, like,
this fucking
the tiniest bit
movie.
of
Like,
it?
it is, it's very long and drawn out. Like a lot of people are like, yeah, it's not my thing. Like this is a like, it's something no other movie could show.
Thoroughly paid
and
attention.
that is a matter of fact. All right, so I just kind of briefly want to talk about Elden Ring, which is, I don't know if you know, From Software has been making Dark Souls and a bunch of other bullshit games for the past like decade or so.
We just lost half our viewer base.
This the kind of game that you rip your dick off with fucking both hands. Like, it's
soldering iron.
It's if you don't have a job, you're not playing these games.
This game is okay. I'll be fair because like I'm not. This is literally my first bullshit game I played. I do.
Sorry to interrupt. What's the? How are we good on battery? Pretty good.
No, it's fine. It's
Okay.
very, like,
Yeah, continue.
3 hours.
Sorry, I apologize.
So I couldn't tell you how far I am in this game. I'm honestly fucking around. I killed a couple of the main story bosses.
You played like one mission.
Okay, I'm in the.
You've had it for like 3 weeks.
I've had it for 3 weeks. Yeah. I'm way up north. I'm in the capital right now. I'm not. Look, the thing is, I'm like hesitant to hit some key points because I know it's just gonna get way harder. But I'm in this. Okay, I just like fucking around in the capital today, and I found this little dungeon, and it's called like the Lost Heroes Dungeon or whatever, and it's got these chariot traps. All right. So essentially, you walk down this giant corridor, and a chariot just spawns. It's not even a chariot. Okay, it's this metal thing with spike wheels, and it takes up the whole corridor. So you're rushing, and you have to get in these little cranny, like nooks and crannies, like just to hide for a second.
Typical.
Wait for it to come by, and like you have to have like, you have like a few frames once that comes by, to just run, keep running, and hope to God it doesn't hit you. And also these things are, like they're set up so bullshit. Like sometimes they'll just change direction. Like they'll go down another corridor just because. So it's pretty unpredictable.
Yeah.
And that's just the first part. You can pass the first chariot, and then there's 2 of them. So you have to swap back and forth, and that's okay. So best case scenario, you have to swap back and forth and like keep moving your camera. Make
If
sure
you have a wooden
there are
desk,
2 of them.
Yeah. If you have a wooden desk, don't play these games.
you're fucked.
If you don't have a titanium desk, you got a glass like my brother's. Fucking that thing's
Everything
too
falls
safe.
through.
It's like the video of that one guy.
He got
like,
the bongs.
Yeah.
He's like trying to test the weight of, and he has like bricks hanging above this like display set of bongs, and it drops. He's like, what the fuck did you do? It's like, what did I do?
I was talking about the video of that one guy. He's just like he has this long glass table and that just has all of his shit on it. He's like at his house and he just like sets something down and the entire table just fucking disintegrates.
Just horrible.
But yeah, don't play Elden Ring if you.
I want to pull up that video
Elder, yeah, you need.
of the fucking dude.
You need
Like-
patience and a lot of mental tolerance.
Pull up that video,
to play
though, Jamie.
Elden Ring, especially for as long as I have. I've been like my playtime's like just over a day.
I'm so sorry for anyone who
gotta
fucking
cut
could
most of
somehow
the-
hear. I
You
just
gotta cut-
have to pull up this video. I don't know what his plan was.
You gotta
Oh,
cut a
he's
lot of the
he's
audio.
putting cinder blocks on like pipes to test how strong they are.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
Why would you do this?
Let it play
There's
here.
3 cinder blocks on here right now. And he just stacked
Stack
them.
'em.
Oh! There were 2 suspended
Listen
in
to
the
him, listen.
fucking air.
What the fuck? Listen to him at the end.
This one right here. I'm gonna place this one. Fuck, man. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
He's double stacking cinder blocks like Lego pieces.
Bro, like you have 2 cinder blocks like tied around like a wire. Like
No, it's a string.
It's like a homeless trap, like that one video of the fucking knife swinging down the crack house. It's like
You gotta pull that video. For those of us.
that's gonna be hard for me to
For
find.
the-
I'll
no.
fucking, I'll
Look
that's
up- no,
post production.
Crackhead booby trap. I guarantee you it'll come up.
It's just like,
For those of you who aren't familiar with this video, it's these guys, they're exploring a crack house and they trigger a booby trap. It is
the
a
first video.
very steep staircase with an overhang, and they activate it. Oh my god! They activate what appears to be a little string, and what drops down.
It's a blade about 6 inches long.
It's a 6-inch blade taped to the end of a crutch that
It's
drops
a shiv.
down.
It's a shiv.
yeah, no, that is
You,
instant death.
yeah, even if that doesn't kill you instantly, the long term medical.
It's like
side
a
effects,
Vietnamese punji stick. We gotta link that video.
yeah. So we'll
I
put
could clip it in. If
yeah we'll
I
put 1 or 2 of these videos in post with it. But fuck me, dude. Just basically, yeah. What were we even talking about? It went from like Elden Ring to
Elden Ring.
crackhead booby traps. Jesus fucking.
We were talking
Christ.
about the glass table, the glass desk.
Oh yeah, it just fucking just shatters.
welcome
Everything's
to
gone.
welcome to the effects of ADD on
Yeah,
the human body.
yeah. I probably should have checked this before. Is this recording audio? Like, can you see the
It
synths?
is recording. It's
Okay.
all recording. We are 47 minutes in.
Yeah, but can you see the audio waves?
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say I'm like we're almost an hour in and
Yeah, right.
fucking just now
All the
checked
fucking
it.
time talking nothing.
I know what to fill the air with. So, what if we take one-legged bitches and tape them to lathes and then set them up to a control panel on a soccer field and play human foosball?
That's actually we can like
So I
for
thought-
double amputees we can do like some like weird like husk surgery where we just like take someone else's leg and we put it in the center of their body. So then it's more evenly, and so you know how foosball, like the guys, they're just like it's in the middle. Just get a leg and put it like
What about
staple
their
it.
dick though? Not how do they shit?
No, they can all be chicks.
Okay, the question. How do you,
Like what other sport would be what other woman's sport would be more entertaining? It's like, would you rather watch WNBA or some woman amputees kicking a soccer
You
ball?
want me to fuck a 16-year-old cripple bitch?
Yeah, no,
I don't need that
exactly.
shit in my life, man.
No, like I'd much rather watch the WNBA. They'd probably make more money too.
Yeah.
They're already amputees. It's like they're already signing up for some weird shit.
They have a charity to like
Yeah, like-
biotechnology, like
The-
so
yeah,
they
like
can
RoboCop,
engineer
just
more
some
limbs.
weird shit going on down there.
Freeze, dirtbag. I fucking love RoboCop.
Just kicking the soccer ball across this field. Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
how could you even turn the knobs if women are just?
It's a control. It's like a lathe, and it's all automatic. It's a control panel.
Dude,
Oh.
the world's ending anyway. Might as well just fucking get it. Oh, speaking of world ending anyway, I forgot I had this written down. So I was like watching a couple videos. Some dude's like, "What the fuck are these kids doing?" Just pulled up in his big
fucking
dented ass
dude,
truck.
red
That he's coming
He's
out to
like,
fucking shank us.
these kids.
But speaking of the world ending, I forgot. I was way too stupid with it.
Can you move over that way, please?
I can.
I need access.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, I got it.
No problem. You want to hit pause on the
Technically,
record?
no,
button?
don't hit pause. This is amazing.
Get this on.
Someone hold the mic.
I'll hold the mic.
We gotta move.
Podcast.
We gotta move the.
We're
car.
mobile.
First guest.
Hey guys, welcome to Tim's Wild Ride with your guests Tim and Will and Toby.
Gotta make sure I don't fucking rain.
I do a lot of meth, but now I don't do meth, and I'm a vegan now.
Yeah,
And
well-
I love the Lord. Well, actually, I don't think Steve-O.
My wife's got tit implants.
But, you know, I'm so addicted to sex, but I not anymore.
Yeah, we'll just. This is better.
I don't
anyway.
know slander on Steve-O. I love Steve-O. By the way, I love Mr. Steve-O.
Yeah.
I think we could just continue to record here.
Yeah, no, I was like, no fucking stop. This is perfect. Some guy was like, yo, you're in my fucking spot. We didn't even
This
realize.
is primetime television.
Yeah, but speaking of, just to make sure we're still fucking. Speaking of the world ending, I was really high a couple days ago when I was just watching YouTube. I forgot that there's an asteroid that's like about the size of New York that's coming either on Earth or dangerously close to Earth within like 20, 40 years.
I think other circumstances are gonna end the world.
No, but that's human. Like, this is like a giant rock that's coming to like potential. They say it's gonna become like an eclipse, like it'll pass by the sun. But I just like, I'm gonna forget about this until it's relevant again. Just imagine like playing with your grandkids. You're just like, damn.
Think any of these fuckers are gonna have grandkids?
Yeah, why not? Half of them are whores anyway. Actually, no, we're not gonna get into that.
I was about to say we don't have a
But
female.
I just
audience.
like the thought of me being like 70 and just being like, man, it's like really fucking dark. It's like in the middle of August, and then we just get flash banged. Just you feel the earth shake beneath us. That's funny to me.
It's like, you want to know how big the meteor that killed the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs was? Well, it
Yeah,
landed somewhere
it's
in the Gulf
funny
of
because
Mexico.
this meteor is like half the size of that. So it'll kill a lot of people, but not everyone.
Just a few.
If we were alive for the dinosaurs, like everyone would die.
The Inuits will survive, and we get to wear those cool snow sunglasses.
Yeah, we'll get perfect.
Those things are fucking cool. Like, how would you, like, as a culture, develop those? Like, think you gotta whittle them out of, like, sea lion bones and shit? Because, like, the sun glare off the snow would blind them, so they need those little slit glasses to fucking see. It's pretty interesting. But you know what I love is shortbread. And you know who also loves shortbread? Nicolas Cage loves shortbread.
Nicolas Cage. I'm sure Nicolas Cage does like shortbread.
Well,
Nicolas Cage likes a lot
To
of things.
bring up Nicolas Cage, he has an upcoming movie. And to also bring up upcoming movies, we can talk about The Northman, which looks very interesting.
Northman looks dope.
Northman looks.
I'm like, I saw the trailer. I knew about it being made like a couple years ago because it was filmed during the pandemic. I remember hearing about it a couple years ago. I'm like, one person seeing this movie with me, it's gonna be Tim. So I just told you about it.
I'm sure
but-
Jaded would like to come with us too. He said all that shit. Totally
It's
could
like
too.
it's not like, don't let the this is Robert Eggers. For
Yeah, I was
anyone,
about to say, Robert
for anyone
Eggers,
who doesn't
he's
know
from
Robert Eggers, this is the person who directed the Lighthouse and also The Witch. If anyone's seen it, it's like indie horror films with like really weird shit. Like anyone who's seen The Lighthouse, you probably thought you were high watching it, but you were most likely sober. But it's just one of those movies. But yeah, don't let the Viking shit fool you. This is gonna have some like weird like.
Side pocket.
Fuck you guys. I'm rummaging. But yeah, don't let the Viking like
Like, I feel it being damp. It's on the side of your bag.
Fucking squirted.
Well, I always put my water bottle on the side of my bed.
yeah, because I squirted in
I
there,
think
but
it's like a, industrial water.
Don't make me sock you from across the car, bro.
it's all right. But anyway, but don't let like the Viking like overall vibe fool you. This movie is weird. Like I've seen like the early reviews because it comes out in like less than like
The
a week.
22nd.
Yeah,
It's the
it comes-
10th right now.
Yeah, it comes out in fucking 12 days. But I've seen people are like, this is one of his weirder fucking movies, and that says something. There's a scene in the Lighthouse where
The mermaid pussy.
no, not even that. That's like
What do you
normal.
mean? Not even that.
No, exactly. There's a scene where he's literally like, there's like a masturbation scene that's way too long, like
Why?
4 minutes.
In an indie horror movie.
Yes, it's Robert Eggers. He's not sober.
All right, wait.
Shit.
I need to ask because the Lighthouse only has 2 cast members. Who's doing the masturbating?
Robert.
Okay.
Batman jerks off for fucking like 5 minutes
Okay.
to mermaid pussy. We've all been there, but it's like you don't want to see it in movies.
To bring us back onto the concept of shortbread.
Fuck short.
I gotta bring up. All right,
I hate
for
shortbread.
context of that video, Nicolas Cage is coming out with this new movie, and apparently he plays himself, but it's not an autobiography.
It's not him. It's people. It's people based off him, but it's not him.
Oh, it's about his heritage, right?
Yes.
Isn't his like uncle or some shit like really famous?
Yeah, the Mandalorian and Nicolas Cage
Yes,
go. and fucking-
Pedro Pascal is the fucking.
No, but there's someone before that. Like one of his family members, like some older person in his
I
family,
don't know.
I've only seen the trailer like once. I forget.
in the movie scene before he was.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
You know, I really like shortbread. And whenever I'm in England, I go get a tin can of shortbread. And I was feeling kind of happy, kind of like I was biting into some shortbread. So tonight I wanted to dress like I was a can of shortbread.
He's sober, by the way.
Oh yeah, Stone Cold. Oh yeah.
He's like, he doesn't drink anymore. Like, that is a man who's fully in his element.
For context, he's wearing a plaid suit at this movie premiere.
Yeah, he
It's
looks
oh,
like
look
a
at the
Scottish Riddler. Only this.
If you are just as, please do not lie.
I'm going, what?
What? What? It's like Uncharted. A real Scottish welcome.
Just fucking weird. This Nicolas Cage is a fucking up until like 2010. He's like, we're going full gear on this. Like, we're not doing anything normal anymore.
Yep, because he has the money.
That second divorce really got him.
Francis Ford Coppola. Cage.
He changed his name to Cage so he wouldn't look like a jerk off.
Oh yeah, also because his family is like very like his dad's a director. Like he's very involved in the movie business. He just didn't want to be like, oh, I'll get hired because I have the same last name.
Yep. And
a lot of actors with fake names. Jamie Foxx isn't his real name.
Yeah, Will Ferrell.
Yeah, fake Wills. Will Smith and Will Ferrell are not real Wills, and as a Will, that pisses me off. I am a William. I go by Will because my name is William. No, they're fucking frauds. Will Smith is acceptable because his name is Willard. At least it's Willard.
Some Tims will go by Billy. Like, what the fuck?
Billy is a Will name.
Billy!
Bill is a Will name. That's enough. Fuck that. I'm taking accountability. Billy is a Will name.
Accountability.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I'm not a fan of the name William, but I will defend it.
And we are at
like my own child.
We're peaking at 52 minutes. Where's
56 right now.
It's find one more thing to talk about. Tim's got a fucking. Oh yeah, fucking.
Do you have anything to say?
You want to talk about fucking Adventure Time?
One more. Just pull up one. I got everything I wanted to say. Just pull up one more thing from your list, and we'll wrap that up.
All right. Well, let's see. I have a few things on my list that we have not touched on. Have we? Actually, no. We got through all of it. A question that I posed to the boys earlier as we were grabbing our snacks. If you do, how do you guys trim your armpits?
I don't.
But like, eventually, there's gonna be too much hair there.
My dad has like 4 packs of razors in his attic. I just
The
take one
only-
of them,
Whoa, you go clean?
shave my armpits and throw it
Like
out.
clean though, like all the way?
Nah.
I don't go out of my way. I just
No,
fucking-
no.
No.
like,
No.
you know, you
If
can't.
it's
You
like
can't.
a giant fat like bushel of hair, like I trim it down a bit. I'm not going out of my way.
I was about to say, bro, you can't shave because like it's so uncomfortable, and you have to like. I shaved my armpits one time in my life just to see how it would go, and it was the most uncomfortable 2 weeks of my life.
I'm not a
trying to get
very
my hair.
unhygienic person, but the only parts of my body where I would, like, if I saw too much hair, I'd be like, fuck that, is my chest, back, and balls. That's the only part of my body where I will shave.
I don't know. You just eventually. I feel like if you hold your arms out straight and it like peeks out from the curve, like from that little.
But that's trimming it. That's not like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How do you trim?
I'd give my back like the full.
What do you
trim.
use? You got like a little pair
I
of
haven't
pair of
shaved.
scissors.
I haven't shaved my armpits. They're not.
You don't shave them at all.
They're not long enough for me to even trim them.
No, trim.
They're like typical like 17-year-old fucking armpit. Like they're not like, it's not like I'm like a silverback gorilla, but fucking like I don't feel the need to trim them.
I found that the ultimate tactic.
Yeah, no one sees them besides me.
The ultimate hack is to just use toenail clippers. Just not like it doesn't take too much off, and you don't fucking.
This isn't. I'm not crew cutting my fucking armpit.
Well,
hair,
yeah,
bro.
but it just eventually there's too much.
Well, not yet. When the time comes, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
This is me shaving or trimming my armpit hair for the first time in like 3.5 years. I just thought of it.
I personally have not felt the need to do it yet. That's my final answer. I haven't had the need to do it yet.
Yeah. I looked in the mirror once. I'm like, I could do a little trim.
Little tiny trim.
The only
that's
thing
what I said. I mean, just a little tiny trim.
I'll clean up my face, balls, and that's it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'll shave my face every week, and then I'll shave with my nuts. Like that's all we're at right now. That's all that matters.
In case you guys want to shave us.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you. Yeah, drop my Addy in the DM. Just hit me up, ask for my snap. You know what I'm saying, and then we can get to shit.
Yeah, if any questionable skinny Korean woman want to come wax my fucking armpits,
Maybe
just
even a
make
happy
sure.
ending.
yeah, I'll put my PO box in the fucking description.
Yeah. No, that's how we get pipe bombs sent to our fucking house.
Well, yeah, then
Here's some tannerite.
yeah.
Send me some tannerite though, if you guys.
Please don't listen. Don't fucking.
No, look. You only need higher power rifles to activate tannerite, so it's not like I have those to do that anyway.
Douse it in kerosene.
That's still not The tannerite's a very peculiar.
It'll melt, and then you can get liquid tannerite, and then that's, kids, is how you make nitrogen
All right.
bombs. We're going to make bombs.
It's like we're just
explosives.
checking to see who's still here.
Just multiple search
You know,
warrants out.
speaking of explosives, I have the perfect story to round us out here. I have a few, but
Yeah,
they're all
we're gonna
centered
wrap
around-
this hour-long ordeal with how to make bombs.
Yeah, totally.
Right? If any quiet kids, get your notepads out, because you're gonna have a shopping list.
We're not gonna. I'm not teaching them how to make bombs.
I will.
Well, yeah, I'm teaching. I'm telling them how I throw bombs. So, me and my friend associate William here both possess an Oculus VR. Also, if you motherfuckers have an Oculus, I need some more motherfuckers to shoot at. So,
He meant like in a video game.
yeah, in a video game, in
we're-
Minecraft,
yeah, we're
in a
sti-
video game.
Yeah, we're still in school.
You've
We need
already
to.
heard the word bomb.
Yeah, bro. We're 52 minutes in, bro. The bot checked out. I think we're good.
The YouTube devs heard me stick my fingers down my throat the first 2 minutes, and they already clicked off.
Forgot that happened.
Someone threw up.
I didn't. I'll never forget
But-
that. But yeah,
So me and my friend Will like to play Onward from time to time when he has the opportunity.
it's like a mil sim in VR.
Yeah, just a military shooter VR. You got your standard weapons, your SCAR, AK, AR, G36.
This isn't like no
whatever.
like trench coat. We're coming with a duffel bag bullshit. It's Call of Duty, but in a VR headset.
Yes.
So anyone who's like, it's like, why are you playing a milsim?
People are threatening us. They're training for mass slaughter. It's like, no, I like to have fun on my wacky little headset. But to get further into it, the people that I find on these games are very, very interesting. And a few days ago, I came across a quite peculiar lad by the name of Hoodie Man. Now, Hoodie Man is a 57-year-old man from Brooklyn. And Hoodie Man is a quite interesting teammate to have on your team. So, my introduction, I'm playing this game, this custom map, and it starts off with him and the other teammate on the other team. They're like, hey, we just want to check out the map. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I let them check out the map, but eventually enough people join, and they're like, all right, let's get to it. And he's on my team, and we're fucking gunning shit. And he's just, like, when I say 57-year-old man from Brooklyn, he's a 57-year-old man from Brooklyn. He's got the accent, he talks the talk, and he's just a fucking blast to have. I remember we're playing this one map, and he's fucking... I'm talking about the map, and he's like, yeah, the league players like to play this. I'm like, yeah, those fucking league guys. And he just, so casually, he's like, yeah, man, they think they're the best thing since sliced bread. And he just keeps going.
The
And
most 50-year-old like response you can pop to anything.
I had to stifle a laugh, and I'm just like, this guy is the real deal. Like, he probably has actually killed someone.
His couch is probably missing the leather on it,
And they're probably missing a cushion.
if he even has a couch.
It was so funny. I was telling him, he's like, so where you from? And I told him where I was from. And he's like, oh, so you're rich. And I'm like, man, like, I wish I'm a part of that 1% of the people in this state that aren't. He's like, look, man, I'm from Brooklyn, you're rich.
Not even 1%. The 1% are like the really rich people. In Connecticut, you were either top middle class or you have nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta
And
love
it's
it.
weird for Connecticut. Like one of the founding colonies in our entire state
13,
is garbage.
bitch. Yeah, right. But fucking Hoodie Man is quite
The thing to take
peculiar
from this:
player.
talk to old men on video games.
All right.
Hey, talk to them as much as you want.
Yeah, if they ask weird stuff, don't be lame. Just give
Yeah,
them.
just give 'em everything
Send
they
them a
want.
picture of your feet. Like it's not. Don't be fucking.
If Hoodie Man wanted a picture of my butthole, he would have gotten it.
Yeah, I would have been spread open in that VR headset. All right. Yeah, we're gonna end
Yeah,
it here.
we gotta stop.
Yeah, fuck.
The ending.
Thank you for the 5 people who have stuck this
Yeah,
in.
nah, we're down to 2.
No, our last one got like 30 views. I imagine they got at least 5 minutes in.
Just looked at it. It's 27.
This
You
was.
know-
I like to think this is a improvement from our last
Episode
one.
3. You know what we should do? We should try to see if we can get a guest on. Anybody wants to apply their services?
Anyone who has literally nothing else to do. Anyone who doesn't plan on sleeping the whole day, hit us up. We'll get you. We'll squeeze you in the car. You could sit on my lap.
Shut the fuck up, Toby. But yeah, I mean, actually, serious inquiries. Just fucking drop a comment, I guess, if you live close enough and we don't think you're gonna try to fucking kill us.
Yeah, send us your give us a picture of your license. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. If we
We
know
need your social security, your fucking ID, bank
Your wife's maiden
statements,
name.
wife's maiden name,
last
your
4
wife's
digits of your social.
home address, a picture of your wife, Just all that good stuff, and then you, my friend, can win a seat right here in this car, and we promise we won't do anything too inhumane to you.
And that's it.
And that's it, gentlemen.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.